Ang math ay easy lang. Basta't alam mo kung paano sumunod sa mga rules and regulations nito. Ako po si Maam Carol, isang guro ng mathematics.
Our topic for today is about PEMDAS, the basic math skills for all levels. But before we proceed with the actual topic, sagutan muna natin yung huling challenge na ibinigay ko sa inyo nung diniscuss ko yung rules ng MDAS. Sabi doon, what is the answer for the series of operations for 25 divided by 5 times 12 minus 5 plus 10 times 3 plus 6 divided by 2. So yan, medyo mahaba. So ang una nating sasagutin ay yung first two numbers, which is 25 divided by 5. Kasi according dun sa rule natin ng MDAS, unahin natin yung multiplication or division, whichever comes first from left to right. So, unahin natin yung 25 divided by 5. At ang answer doon ay 5 as indicated by the red number 5 here. So, inuna natin siya. So, to make everything simpler, iisa-isahin ko ulit. So, I will just copy all the other expressions after those two numbers na 25 divided by 5 para malinaw yung solution natin. So, after that, meron naman tayong multiplication, and that would be 5 times 12. The answer for that is 60, as indicated by the red number here. So, again, to make everything simpler, let us just copy the next numbers after that para malinaw. Okay? So, yung 60 muna yung sinolve natin because that's 5 times 12. Ang next na gagawin natin is we are going to skip minus 5. At bakit tayo mag-skip ng minus 5? Kasi kung papansinin niyo yung previous expression, meron tayong kasunod doon na 10 times 3. So, we have to do that computation first bago yung minus 5. And the answer for 10 times 3 is 30. So, yan, as indicated by the red number here. So, para malinaw ulit, let's just copy the other numbers or the other entries. And the next line naman na ating sosolven is yung huling division, which is 6 divided by 2. And the answer for that is 3 as indicated by the red number here. So, yan. So, at this point, we have already finished all the multiplication and division doon sa original series of operations natin. At naiwan na lang ang subtraction at addition. So, what we're going to do is to compute for this from left to right. So, alam natin na 60 minus 5 is 55 plus 30, that's 85, plus 3, 88. So, ang final answer natin na ay 88, as indicated by the red number here. So, para dun sa mahabang series of operation, ang final answer doon ay 88. So, sana lahat kayo nakakuha ng tamang sagot doon sa ating MDAS challenge. So, let's now proceed with the actual topic, yung PEMDAS. So, PEMDAS is also a mnemonic. It stands for several words. Nadagdag dun sa MDAS natin yung letters na P at E. So, eto yung meaning ng mga yan. So, P stands for parenthesis. At ang plural form ng parenthesis ay parentheses. E stands for exponent. M is for multiplication. D for division. A for addition. And S for subtraction. So, what I'm going to do next is to explain kung ano yung two letters or meaning nung parenthesis at saka ng exponent na gagamitin natin na additional rule para dito sa PEMDAS. Let's start first with parenthesis. Parenthesis can either be a grouping symbol or a mathematical operation. So, dalawa yung pwede niyang gampanan. It could be a grouping symbol or a mathematical operation. So, in PEMDAS, we usually use it as a grouping symbol. So, pangkaraniwan ng ginagamit yung parenthesis as a grouping symbol. Ibig sabihin ng grouping symbol, meron tayong mga numbers at saka mga mathematical operators na pinagsama-sama. Tapos gusto natin siyang igrupo o pagsasama-samahin. So, nilalagyan natin yon ng parenthesis. Now, although there are some mathematical expressions that use it as a symbol for multiplication, so one must be careful and critical to distinguish which is which. So, sabi dito, hindi lang laging grouping symbol ang pinaggagamitan ng parenthesis. Minsan, ginagamit din siya or ipinapalit siya sa operation ng multiplication. So, alam natin dun sa previous na elementary mathematics natin na ang ginagamit natin sa multiplication ay yung multiplication sign na x. Minsan, gumagamit tayo ng dot. But, merong nadagdag dito, pwede ding gawing multiplication symbol ang parenthesis. So, pagka merong ganyan klaseng additional role yung parenthesis, sabi nga dito, one must be careful and critical to distinguish which is which. Kailangan makita nyo kaagad kung siya nga ay grouping symbol o kaya ay multiplication symbol. So, later on sa mga examples natin, mapapakita ko yon. So, this is the mathematical symbol for parentheses. So, yan, yung dalawang yan, yung curve na open and close. Mathematical operations are placed inside it, indicating that it is grouped together. So, meron ding pwedeng minsan kasi madaming groupings na nakalagay dun sa question. So, other symbols used in place of it are brackets. So, yung parang square siya. At saka yung braces, yun yung kulot o yung curly. Tawag minsan natin doon curly brackets. Now, yung pangalawang dinagdag natin dun sa rule ay yung exponent. An exponent is a mathematical operation defined as repeated multiplication. So, multiplication din pala siya. Kaya lang, maraming beses siyang inuulit. In the expression 5 squared, 5 is referred to as the base, and 2 is the exponent. Now, evaluating exponential expression such as 5 squared, yan ay equal sa 5 times 5. Ibig sabihin nun, yung base natin na 5 ay dalawang beses natin imumultiply. So, 5 times 5, the answer for that is 25. So, minsan marami nagkakamali dyan na yung 5 at saka yung exponent na 2, yun yung iminumultiply nila, ginagawa nilang 5 times 2, and answer ay 10. Mali yun. So, dapat yung 5, imumultiply mo din sa 5. Yung 2 na exponent, siya lang yung nagsasabi kung ilang beses mo imumultiply. So, dito naman sa expression na 2 to the 5th power, para lang another example at maintindihan natin further, ang base natin dito ay yung 2 and 5 yung exponent. So, ibig sabihin, 5 beses nating imumultiply yung base na 2. So, ito yung pinapakita niya, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So, 5 beses na 2 at ang answer dyan ay 32. Huwag na huwag kayong magkakamali na imumultiply yung 2 sa 5 na ang answer nyo ay magiging 10. So, that's wrong. Ngayon, yung kasunod naman, yung mga letters ng MDAS. Of course, I have already discussed this dun sa previous video natin. Hindi pa rin nababago yan. Now, one thing about mathematics is this, at huwag na huwag niyo itong kakalimutan. Studying mathematics is like, building a brick house. Yung unang-unang mga rules, yun yung pinaka-foundation natin na nilalagay natin dun sa pinaka-ilalim ng building natin. At hindi natin yun pwedeng kalimutan. So, as we add on yung mga bagong knowledge at bagong rules ng mathematics, hindi mo dapat kinakalimutan yung mga lumang rules. Wag niyong iisipin na yung mga bagong rules na itinuturo sa inyo sa mathematics ay malalabag yung mga lumang rules na yon. Hindi. It always stays and prevails. So, hindi mo dapat kinakalimutan yung mga lessons na tinuturo sa'yo about mathematics simula nung elementary ka pa. To illustrate further the application of PEMDAS, let us have an example. So now I'm going to read it to you as a mathematics teacher would read it to you. So it's 4 times the quantity 5 minus 3 raised to the second power minus 10 divided by 5 plus 8. So yan. So this time, narinig mo yung, kung natatandaan mo yung sinabi ko, meron akong binanggit sa inyo na times the quantity. Yung ibig sabihin ng times the quantity, meron na tayong nilagay na parenthesis at ginrupo na natin yung mga numbers dun sa loob. So, 4 times the quantity 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 ay naging isang grupong numero at siya ay in-erase o nilagyan ng exponent na 2. So, hindi lang yung 3 ang mayroong exponent na 2, hindi lang yung 5, kundi yung 5 minus 3 as a whole ang nilagyan ng operation na squared. So, paano sinosolve itong ganito? And we are going to apply the PEMDAS rule. So, as you can notice, dun sa MDAS natin, di ba, dapat inuuna yung multiplication and division. This time, uunahin natin yung may parenthesis kasi siya yung unang-una dun sa word na PEMDAS. So, take note ha, unang-una yung may parenthesis. So, sabihin natin, sabi mo, uunahin dapat yung multiplication and division, but the one inside the parenthesis is subtraction. So, it doesn't matter kung ano yung operation dun sa loob, may it be multiplication or division or whatever, basta't nasa loob siya ng parenthesis within a series of operation like this, lagi mong uunahing computin yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. Ito ang laging may first priority. Okay? So what happens when we solve the quantities inside the parentheses? So, yung 5 minus 3 magiging 2 na siya as indicated by the red number here. Tapos, i-attach na lang natin yung exponent na 2. So, take note what happens now. It becomes 4 times 2 squared minus 10 divided by 5 plus 8. So, yun na yung nangyari dun sa expression natin, nawala na yung parenthesis. So, ang susunod na letter dun sa PEMDAS ay E, which stands for exponent. So, itong red 2 squared na to would be the next operation that we are going to evaluate. So, hindi natin gagalawin yung multiplication dito at saka yung division doon. So, unahin muna natin yung exponent. So, we have to get rid of the exponent. So, nawala na yung parenthesis as first operation. Ang second naman ay aalisin natin yung exponent. And to do that, we have to evaluate the expression. So, ano yung 2 squared? Di ba sabi natin kanina, yung base na 2, multiply natin twice. So, 2 times 2, that would be 4. So, ayan na siya ngayon. So, this next line shows na-evaluate na natin yung 2 times 2 and we have 4. So, there. So, ngayon, pwede na nating i-apply yung previous rule natin na MDAS because what's left is we have multiplication, subtraction, division, and addition. So, again, as MDAS rule, we have to compute from left to right. Unahin muna natin yung multiplication or division. So, we will proceed with evaluating 4 times 4 kasi siya yung nasa leftmost side. The answer for that is 16. And then, we are going to skip the operation minus. So, kukopyahin lang natin siya. Yung next operation na kasunod niya ay division. 10 divided by 5. Kaya, indicated by the red expression here, ibig sabihin, yung 16 na una-una, siya yung answer dun sa una na red. And ang kasunod natin, yung 10 divided by 5, yun yung susunod naman natin na i-evaluate. So what happens is we have 16 minus 2 because 10 divided by 5 is 2 and then yung plus 8. So what happens now is at this point, naubos na rin lahat yung multiplication and division operation doon sa previous lines natin. So we have 16 minus 2 plus 8, and we will now proceed computing from left to right. So 16 minus 2, that would be 14, plus 8, that would be 22. Yan. So we have now our final answer na 22 para dun sa expression na 4 times the quantity 5 minus 3 raised to the second power or squared. So yun yung pwede nating isabi doon, either squared or raised to the second power. And then minus 10 divided by 5 plus 8. So the answer for that is 22. Now, in this point, kasi kanina meron akong pinoint out that parentheses can either be used as a grouping symbol or a multiplication sign. So ito parang dual purpose siya. Una, ginamit muna siya na grouping symbol para sa 5 minus 3. And then you will notice that there's no operation in between 4 and this parenthesis. So this is an automatic, para dito para sa critical thinking nyo, this is an automatic multiplication operation. So, ibig sabihin nun, after we evaluate the expression inside the parenthesis, we will proceed with multiplying 4 with what expression na kung ano man yung ma-derive natin dito sa part na to. And that's what happened dun sa second line. So, tinan nyo, nilagyan ko lang siya ng X para mas clear para sa inyo na yung no operation or you cannot see any operation dito sa unahan na to or in between 4 and the parentheses, merong automatic implication na multiplication yan. So, ayan. So, for our next example, we have 8 plus the quantity. So, ito, tinan nyo Tinan nyo, dalawa na yung parentheses. So, may open parenthesis tayo, open group na tapos meron na namang another open grouping symbol, 14 plus 2, and then closed, and then plus 4 squared. So let's analyze this kasi minsan ito yung mga lumalabas dun sa mga board exam nyo na parang, ano ba ito, nakakalito, sobrang dami naman nakalagay dito, di ba? So ang rule dito, kapag ka may multiple parentheses ka, ang unang-una mong gagawin is you have to evaluate from the innermost group. So, itong 14 plus 2, magkagrupo siya. So, yan yung innermost kasi yun yung pinakaloob. Yung pares na to, yun yung pinakaloob sa expression na yan. So, whatever the answer is, igugrupo mo naman siya dun sa 4 squared, tapos siya yung nakagrupo dun sa pangalawang parenthesis. So, ganito yung mangyayari. So, at first, gagawin muna natin siyang red para malaman ninyo na kung alin yung uunahin natin. Okay, so again, sabi ko we will start with the innermost parenthesis. Evaluate natin yung 14 plus 2. Of course, you know the answer for that is 16. So there. So the answer for that is 16. When you have evaluated 16, what happens is we can eliminate the grouping symbol, the first grouping symbol, para mas simple na siya. So, yun natapos na natin evaluate yung una, nasagot na natin na 16. So, we will now get rid of the grouping symbol, yung original grouping symbol, yung innermost part. So, we have 16 plus 4 squared. So, at this point, meron pa rin siyang isang grouping symbol, which is 16 plus 4 squared. Ngayon, uunahin ba natin yung addition? Not yet. Because according to PEMDAS, meron pang exponent. Okay? Ngayon, sasabihin mo, nakakalito naman, bakit sabi mo unahin yung parenthesis? Bakit ngayon uunahin mo yung exponent? The reason for that is kasi nasa loob siya ng parenthesis. So, remember, wag niyong ikakalito na sasabihin niyo, bakit uunahin mong isolve yung 4 squared samantalang mauuna nga dapat yung P parenthesis bago yung exponent. The reason for that is because yung exponential expression na 4 squared ay nakapaloob siya sa parenthesis. Hindi natin siya pwedeng, we cannot get rid of this parenthesis to simplify it kung hindi natin evaluate muna yung nasa loob na 4 squared. So, yun yung reason doon. So, you have to simplify everything inside the parenthesis to be able to get rid of the grouping symbol. So, ayan. So, pinakita natin dito na yun muna yung susundin natin or ito muna yung isosolve natin which is 4 squared. So, we have 16. Of course, 4 times 4 is 16. Alam naman natin yon. So, diba? So, yung unang sagot natin na 16, tapos yung pangalawang sagot natin na 16. So, take note, wala na tayong exponent. So, we have 16 plus 16, pero meron pa rin tayong parenthesis kasi ano pa rin siya dalawa pa siya dun sa loob. So, we can only get rid of the grouping symbol once we have evaluated the entire expression inside the parenthesis. So, what happens next? Yan. So, sila naman yung i-add daw natin. So, we have 32. So, once that we have added the expression 16 plus 16 inside the parenthesis, we can now eliminate the grouping symbol. So, meron na tayong 18 plus 32 and then we can now solve it. And the answer is 50. 18 plus 32 is 50. So, for the expression na 18 plus open parenthesis, quantity 14 plus 2, close parenthesis, plus 4 squared, close parenthesis, the answer is 50. Complicated, di ba? Pero once na lagi ka nagpa-practice, makukuha mo na rin na lagi pa lang dapat ako nagsisimula dun sa innermost part ng expression, yung pinakaloob. So, eto naman, kasi kanina sabi ko, minsan dun sa mga problems na ibinibigay sa inyo sa mga exams, board exams, o kaya yung civil service exams, o kaya yung pag nag-a-apply ka ng trabaho. So, meron din yung mga mathematical problems eh. The reason for that, bakit kayo may binibigyan ng math problems ay gusto nilang makita yung critical thinking nyo. Sa tatandaan nyo, laging may application ang mathematics, whatever field of specialization ang pupuntahan nyo. Kasi laging may tanong na math. So, yan. So, this time, instead na parenthesis ang makikita mo, meron kang bracket, at saka meron kang brace. So, sabi natin, okay, you have to simplify first the expressions inside the grouping symbol. So, ang pinakaloob nito ay, yung innermost niya ay 14 divided by 7. So, yan. Since that is the innermost expression, ginawa ko siyang red to indicate that this is the first one to be evaluated. What is 14 divided by 7? Siyempre, alam nyo na yan, di ba? There. The answer is 2. So, tingnan nyo mabuti. Now, there is no mathematical operation between 2 and 3. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Ito yung sinasabi natin na critical thinking natin, no? So, wala ba talaga? Meron yan. It's 2 times 3. So, kapag wala ka nakikitang operation, meron mga magkatabi, grouping symbol and the number, automatic, that's multiplication. So, there. So, ginawa nating red yung 3 to indicate that those two numbers are next to be evaluated. So, 2 times 3. Ano bang sagot? Alam nyo na yan. There. The answer is 6. Diba? So, we have removed the braces kasi nga, na-evaluate na natin yung 2 times 3. So, what's left is 6. So, mas simple na siya, di ba? Naiwan na lang yung dalawang square bracket na to. So, 8 minus 6 na lang siya. And then, of course, we have to attach yung 6 dun sa dulo. Hindi natin siya pwedeng iwan. Okay? So, anong i-evaluate muna natin? O, tama kayo. Yung 8 minus 6 muna sa loob ng bracket. So, 8 minus 6 muna. Ano ba sagot dyan? O, tama na naman kayo. The answer is 2. So, again, critical thinking. There's no operation between 2 and 6. It means it's gonna be multiplied. So, 2 times 6. Siyempre, simple lang yan, di ba? 12. So, the final answer for our example is 12. So may challenge naman ako sa inyo ngayon. Can you please solve this expression para tingnan natin next time kung naintindihan nyo kung paano gamitin yung rules ng PEMDAS. So we have 2 times 7 plus, we have the big quantity. At ang nasa loob nun ay quantity 6 times 5 squared plus 3 minus 18. So there. So next time, yan naman yung unang-una nating sasagutin. Thank you for listening.
Huwag niyo pong kalimutan na mag-like, subscribe, and share ng video ito. At kung meron pa po kayong mga gustong itanong o mga topics na dapat na i-discuss ko, please comment down below.